Hello, beautiful, beautiful soul. I hope you are well. I hope you are able to navigate current, interesting, intriguing, impactful waves with ease and grace for as much as is possible. I have been navigating very deep, impactful, meaningful, but also very, very challenging waves myself. You may have noticed that you haven't seen that much of me recently. I'm not saying this has ended already. However, I have experienced a big breakthrough. And it feels important at this moment to share something about that. What you hear in the background maybe is my dog sighing as I say this. Okay, so a few nights ago, I was lying in my bed and I received a massive download. This was after I had had a very significant and long getting together with a spiritual sister. Her name is Sandra de Vos. And for both of us, this has propelled us into significant experiences and revelations afterwards. The day after, let me tell something about her and her work. She birthed the next code that had announced itself already a few months earlier. And this one also needed to come through her. And this is the third in a row of this specific series that she is birthing to aid humanity, to aid, well, all of us, the whole in this ascension process, in our evolutionary process. And this one is called the Central Sun Code, if I am correct. Feels like that. Anyway, to see more about her work, you can go to lightcodealchemy.com. So the download that came through was very, very high level, and it was completely new to me, what I saw, what I was being shown. And at first I saw it really like a neutral observer is being shown things, is seeing things. So I saw it at a distance. The background was rather dark, like a dark night. What I notice is I would love to be able to describe what I see. It would be even greater if I could draw this, if I could create a video of this, how this looks like, if anyone could do it, but I'm sure it's not possible. So I wrote down what I could write down, and let me share a bit about what I saw, and maybe you can feel it when you close your eyes. So what happened is that it was as if transparent ribbons of pure light were dancing elegantly, playfully and joyfully. There was a lot of joy. It was very light. It was very high frequency. It was very elegant as well. And it was really like a dance, not an orchestrated dance. At least it didn't look like that, nor did it look chaotic. But it felt very harmonious. While I saw that, I heard heavenly sounds accompanying the moving structure and the visible frequencies. The frequencies were visible. The energies were visible. The ribbons that carried the next level light codes, the symbols of these codes. So we have codes we can't see, we have codes in colors, we have codes in just energy, but these the symbols of these codes, they were shiny pearlescent, and they were not carved, not written, but they stood on those pearlescent ribbons. Swirling in between and around those ribbons were ribbons of violet, and excuse me if my pronunciation is not correct, lapis lazuli, turquoise, aquamarine, and deep purple. This was really what I heard. It has nothing to do with the band. All of this, all ribbons and everything I saw was thinly covered with golden stardust. The overall form had a kind of an egg shape, but it wasn't an egg. It was something that we don't have a name for yet, but I can best describe it like this. So I only use that word, that's what I wrote, because that is the form that is known to us. Again, it is too hard to describe what I was seeing, let alone what I was experiencing. I knew, however, I had to write down certain things and that this was meaningful for my next upcoming transmission, which is on December 23rd and beyond. So this is really an important new phase. That's what I saw, that's what I felt. I wondered if that was just for me, my new phase, because for me it felt like a breakthrough, but that was not what I got. I need to do more with it. So what I also got was that it has a very a deep link, an ancient link. So it's new levels, it's next level, and it's an ancient link. Very interesting. Again, with Sirius, so the planet Sirius, as well as with Egypt, or rather Chem, which is the country we, so this sister Sandra and I, will travel to together in 2023. And we talked about that a lot that day when she was here. The interesting thing is that I realized only later the following. Sometimes my mind can be slow. So the second time I was in Egypt, which was the first time I took a group there, I recorded a video in the desert of ASWAN, which happened quite spontaneously. I went into the desert, I took my camera and someone went with me, someone of the group, and I had to record something there because it came through really, really powerfully, really strong. Also codes. These codes, this video, and it's still on YouTube, still available for free. What came through then were the Sirian key codes of light and violet ray codes. So again, really interesting that I didn't see that connection before when I received the download, because there were a lot of violet colors as well as other colors in current download. Okay, so then I wrote, I was over the moon to witness this, and I am. It felt like such a gift. To me, it felt like a breakthrough after a long winter sleep. And it was not just in the winter I had this winter sleep, that I had to stay low, that I was really, really inwards, like a bear in its winter sleep. And it actually, honestly, I started to doubt myself regularly, like, oh my gosh, what is happening? While at the same time, I felt a deep inner trust. But the mind, it was like, what is happening? So it felt like a breakthrough. Afterwards, I was nudged to watch a video of an astrologer whom I admire. Her name is Pam Gregory. Check her out. She's wonderful. What stayed with me was the following: new beginnings. And this was what she said, or what she paraphrased, well, or literally repeated of someone else, and I forgot her name, I'm sorry, but you can hear it in one of her videos, which is about the SuperMoon, which will be December 23rd. So what stayed with me afterwards, after having watched this video, was new beginnings as well as sudden breakthroughs. The triumph of light over dark. And she also mentioned, and this was not hers, and maybe the prior sentence also wasn't hers, but she mentioned it and it stayed with me, and existing beyond the dimension of time. And she talked about this in regards to coming time. So in the coming months, until I think it was March 2023, but also related to this new supermoon of Friday, December 23rd. And these phrases resonated big time, as you can imagine, because to me it felt like breakthrough. She was talking about a breakthrough. And that's why I'm recording this, because I'm wondering if you are experiencing something alike. Maybe not with downloads or whatever, but that something feels different. Yeah, so of course, with me, it was no coincidence that download occurred a few evenings ago and that I was listening to her reading. So after having noted all of this, even more has come in, and I feel it's still coming in. And maybe, like Sandra said, and I'm not sure, let's see, but she said, this might have to do with our trip to Egypt, and maybe something will happen with this goat there and then. Very interesting. After having written the above, as I just mentioned, and I wrote this on solstice, and I wrote this to my Field of Love community, even more impactful downloads and upgrades presented themselves, and it is ongoing since. At first, I saw things unfolding with my eyes closed, as soon as I closed them, actually, whether I was in my bed or standing in the shower or taking a moment of stillness while I was in the woods. It just, as soon as I close my eyes, I see them. But currently, I see them constantly. So even now I'm recording this, now I'm looking in the camera, it's present, it's here, I see it, it is happening, something is unfolding in front of my eyes, my physical eyes, my inner eye. So I see them constantly. And it is as if I am being shown a whole new patterning, embracing us. It's like it's everywhere. And what I can see of the light codes of these ribbons, so these ribbons come from, they move elegantly. Maybe you can compare it to seaweed, how seaweed can move in water. It's like that, actually. It's a bit like that. What happens with these next level codes is they come out of the ribbons and then are being showered across the cosmos, like a fountain spreads its water. And this is happening with these codes. Again, really interesting. So Oh, and now it's December 22nd when I record this, and it is 1:11 in the afternoon. Now I look at the clock. Thank you for that. So, and it has been like this the whole day. That's why I knew I need to share this breakthrough. I can imagine it might awaken something in you. And I can also imagine that you feel, and feel in your heart, please, but that you feel you wish to be part of an activation, a transmission. I will I will facilitate online on December 23rd. So Friday, December 23rd, 8 o'clock Central European Time. You can check more details below in the description. So if you feel a yes, I share this with both my English community, which is called the Field of Love, as well as with my Dutch community, which is called the Krachtplek. And check it out, please. There are, I think, altogether over 200 videos in those membership areas, with a lot of activations, a lot of transmissions, a lot of affirmations, a lot of inspiration. If you feel you want to check it out, come join us. You could also choose to connect remotely. So you know the time now that we will start. It will take about an hour, and you are also welcome to connect remotely. And yeah, that's what I want to share now. I'm and I also want to share how grateful I am that this is happening. And as I tune into it, I can really see that I'm here to share this message, this what has come through, this transmission, which is ongoing again, like I said. But I truly see and feel as I watch what is happening with these codes that the Earth. It's not only the Earth, because Sirius is involved, and it's even beyond Sirius. But for me, the main planets in this are both Sirius. Isis is involved. Sirius is really, really important in this one, and Mother Earth. And yeah, may we all benefit from this. Wishing you a most beautiful day or night in whichever time zone you are, and beautiful upgrades. Bless your heart. Bless your soul.